I didn't leave. I stayed. Because when it was just me and him, everything felt real. He loved me. I know he did. Hey, my loves, welcome back to Venting Sessions with Theodora, where secrets are safe, but the truth? Oh, the truth is loud. This letter says it all. He loved me, but not enough to let her go. Today's letter, this one, it's messy, it's emotional, and honestly, it might hit a little too close to home for some of you. Let's hear what it says. Hi, Theodora. Please keep me anonymous because if this ever gets out, my life might actually fall apart. I'm 26 and I've been in a relationship for almost 3 years now with a man I thought I was going to marry. Let's call him Daniel. When I met Daniel, he was everything I had prayed for. Soft spoken, attentive, consistent, the kind of man that makes you feel like you finally arrived in love. But here's where things start to get complicated. About a year into our relationship, I started noticing little things. Late night calls he would step outside to answer. A password suddenly appearing on his phone. Him smiling at texts, but turning the screen away when I got close. At first, I told myself I was overthinking. I didn't want to be that insecure girlfriend. Until one night, his phone rang at 2 a.m. And I saw her name. Not saved as anything suspicious, just a simple name, Laura. But the way my stomach dropped, I knew. I just knew. I didn't answer it. I didn't confront him. I waited. The next day, I asked him calmly, "Who is Laura?" He didn't even hesitate. He said, "Just a friend." A friend calling you at 2 a.m.? That's when I started digging. And Theodora, what I found, I wish I never did. This friend was his ex. Not just any ex, the ex he told me he had completely cut off. Not only were they still talking, they were still seeing each other. I confronted him, shaking because I was very angry. And he broke down. He said he was confused. He said he didn't want to lose me. But he also couldn't let her go. The audacity. And here's the worst part. I didn't leave. I stayed. Because when it was just me and him, everything felt real. He loved me. I know he did. But there was always her shadow. He would block her, then unblock her. Promise me it was over. Then I'd find messages again. I feel like I'm competing for a man who already chose and still wants options. Now he's telling me he wants to fix things and fully commit to me. But how do you trust someone who had to lose you halfway to realize your worth? Theodora, am I stupid for still loving him? Or am I just scared to start over? Please help me, because I feel like I'm losing myself in this. Wow. Anonymous, first of all, I need you to sit up wherever you are. Because what you just described, that's not confusion, that's convenience. Let's be very clear. This man didn't accidentally have two women in his life. He maintained two women in his life. You weren't his only choice, you were his safest one. And I know that hurts to hear. But let me ask you something, and I want everyone listening to really think about this. Why do we fight so hard to stay in places where we are constantly being chosen second? Because that's what's happening here. He didn't struggle to choose because you're not enough. He struggled because he wanted both. And as long as you stay, he will keep believing he can have both. Love is not supposed to feel like a competition. You don't audition for a man who already has you. And this whole "I don't want to lose you" line, that's fear, not love. Because if he truly valued you, losing you would have never been an option in the first place. Now here's the real question, Anonymous. You asked if you're stupid for loving him. No, you're human. But staying after knowing exactly who he is, that's a choice. And choices have consequences. So the question isn't, does he love you? The real question is, do you love yourself enough to walk away from someone who keeps breaking you? Because right now, you're not losing him, you're losing yourself. And trust me, that's a much bigger loss. That's what I can say. Please share your thoughts on this matter. What advice can you give to Anonymous? She will be reading the comments. To anyone listening who feels like they're fighting for someone who can't choose them, maybe it's time to choose yourself. This is Venting Sessions with Theodora, where we say the things you're scared to admit. Until next time, protect your heart, but more importantly, respect it. Bye.